My top priority, and that is addressing inflation.
President Biden once again trying to pivot to the American people's economic concerns.
My plan is to address inflation. It starts with a simple proposition. Respect the Fed. Respect the Fed's independence, which I have done and will continue to do.
Biden hosting Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell in the Oval Office as elevated prices across the country, including at grocery stores and at the gas pump, continue to frustrate American consumers. In a new Wall Street Journal op-ed, the president acknowledging that many Americans understandably feel anxious, but also trying to offer reassurance, writing that with the right policies, the U.S. can transition from recovery to stable, steady growth and bring down inflation. The president laying out a three-part plan of giving the Fed the space to act, finding ways to lower prices, boost production, and address supply chain problems, and reducing the deficit. But the Biden administration under intense scrutiny on whether it did too little, too late to proactively tackle inflation. Last summer, the president predicted that inflation would be a temporary problem. By late November, Fed Chairman Powell acknowledging that inflation is not transitory.
It's probably a good time to retire that word and try to explain more clearly what we mean.
And trying to reassure the public that the central bank is sympathetic to U.S. consumers' concerns.
We understand completely what they're going through.
Now the Biden administration signaling that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Russia's war on Ukraine disabled not only gas prices and food prices, but also disrupted supply chains. We didn't foresee Delta. We didn't foresee Omicron. And so, yes, there have been unexpected challenges which have disrupted the natural getting us back to equilibrium, which would help bring down those prices. But we are optimistic. Forecasters expect that over the coming months, inflation will ease.
So those predictions from last year that inflation might be temporary or transitory, we are seeing that sort of come back to haunt the Biden White House now. And Brian Deese, Biden's top economic advisor, was asked about that at the White House briefing just this afternoon. And he said that the economic recovery has been uncertain and unexpected. So what we're seeing is the White House wary of trying to play the prediction game, but also trying to inject some optimism into the conversation. That is, of course, a very tough juggling act.